the year that went to infinity and beyond. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 events of 1995, based on their significance at the time and their lasting impact today. Number 10, the worldwide launch of the Sony PlayStation.
You are not ready.
And doubling as a CD player. Number 9, Number 8, Number 7, Number 6, Number 5, Number 4, the dot-com era begins.
How about sending your mom some nice flowers? All you do is click on Marketplace, we place an order.
Call now for America Online, a new way to use your computer.
Number 3, the O.J. Simpson murder case.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Number 2, Windows 95 is launched.
I'm not sure if when we came to town in 1995, we were under the radar in our community. But today, it's obvious that our community would never be the same without the Chabad Center.
What do you think is the most important event from 1995?
1995 was an eventful year, I would say.
1995 was a good year.
So 1995, I think I was a junior in high school.
I had 2 small children. I was a bar mitzvah.
In 1995, I lived in Ozone Park.
I guess I was in high school.
I was in Israel in 1995, and when I came back, my family moved to the community, and it was beautiful. There was a Chabad house that was set up there, and I was so excited and thrilled.
When we moved to the 5 towns, obviously the Torah-observant community was much smaller. It was a Jewish community. Those who were involved in shuls could not understand why a Chabad house was needed in the 5 towns, but at the same time, there were many who were falling through the cracks and had no connection at all to anything Jewish.
For me personally, I would not be sitting here if it wasn't for Chabad. My parents became Orthodox through Chabad.
I think there's a need for Chabad everywhere.
You think 5 towns, Rosh Hashanah, everyone's going to hear shofar, everyone's going to go to shul. But it's not the case, because I know for a fact the rabbi has a crew of people and they go to at least 20, 30, 40 people's houses on Rosh Hashanah and blow shofar for people who want to go to shul. So because of Chabad, they get to perform mitzvahs.
That was what we were told our mission statement was, to bridge the gap.
Even though they will drive on Shabbos and go out to different restaurants, Chabad welcomes everybody, and that was missing from the community. I believe Chabad of the 5 towns bridged a gap is probably the best way to put it.
Everything is divine providence. Talking about our guests of honor, Terrell and Lizzie Ross, Jeff and Meira Nekanoff, Alan Rosenberg and Faye Klausner, and Avi and Chava Popek. Each one represents another aspect, you would say, side of the Chabad Center, which together creates the full gamut. The Nekanoffs and the Popeks are regulars at Chabad. It's their shul. They are part of our Chabad Center in every way. Terrell and Lizzie Ross, dedicated and devoted parents at our Gan Chamesh preschool. And finally, Alan and Faye, Chabad is not their shul. They recognize that Chabad is such a necessity in every community. We appreciate the honorees to no limits. They will do anything it takes above and beyond their powers to support it in every way possible.
Supporting Chabad is really one of the greatest gifts to me.
Chabad is a warm, welcoming environment where you come as you are and you're accepted for everything that you are, all of your life experiences, that's you, and that's what we love about you.
We had just completed my conversion and the kids' conversions. Rabbi Wallowik performed the wedding ceremony and Jeff made the chuppah. And it was just such a beautiful wedding ceremony. It was a true Jewish wedding. It was just beautiful. It was simple but beautiful. Our whole family from Chabad. I call them my family, but it's our Chabad family, which was very touching. And then we went and celebrated with Chinese food, of course.
And I don't think people really understand what need in the area Chabad really fulfills. Every Shabbos they're at the davening and they're programming and the trophies and the prizes and the raffles, and the kids are very excited about that.
I had no doubt that I was going to send to Gan Chamesh. I had such a good experience at Gan Chamesh that It wasn't even a question. I didn't even look into any other program. Very warm school, nurturing. He learned so much there. The teachers, the environment. You can't get that anywhere else.
We have a great team. I want to emphasize that. Starting with our partners, Rabbi Meir and Hadassah, 24/7. Our life is their life. Our preschool directors, Susie Adler and Suzanne Wallen, and our Friendship Circle director, Batsheva Bornstein. Obviously, my partner in life, Chani, who without her, there would be no Chabad House. And really, everyone at Chabad, there's a great environment.
Hadassah runs Bagel Babies with such energy and such a big heart. She somehow memorizes hundreds of children's names and their mother's names, and we always feel like, I mean, I know she's my friend, but I think we all feel like that. Like where Hadassah knows about us and cares about us and is genuinely loving to our children.
Rabbi Wallowik and Chani are very special and dear to us. They are there when you need them in the good times and the bad times. They are spot on with everything, and they do it with a smile, and they do it with love in their heart.
While he was in HASC, he ended up going to the Friendship Circle that he went to, fill that void. He was able to, learn about all the Yom Tovim.
I think we went to the Hanukkah Wonderlands a lot of times, which was great. Just the energy and the kids. My kids were very young at the time, so they connected very well.
The children are the center of attention, and every holiday there, whether it's Hanukkah, Purim, Lag BaOmer, there is something that creates the story for the children.
And that was just so intriguing to me, that it shows the creativity and ingenuity of Chabad, that they know how to tap in to the consciousness of even a child and make them excited about Yiddishkeit.
As far as my kids, they loved coming to Chabad. There's a sense of fun to all the programs.
JLI is called the Jewish Learning Institute. It's geared to doing is showing Judaism, Torah, Yiddishkeit, from a normal perspective and from an intelligent perspective.
The women's programs also are always very well done. They're beautifully set up, delicious food, and then they always have a topic that's very relevant and interesting to me as a mother, as a wife, as a woman, a Jewish woman.
What's going on now is phenomenal in terms of the growth over the past 21 years. It's unbelievable. There really isn't a seat to sit in. I mean, we need a building.
We hope to build a large Chabad center so that it can facilitate all that is going on, as well as to add more.
You could tell there was a need for it, because look at Chabad today. Chabad bridges the gap between the old 5 towns in a way and the new 5 towns, because they encompass everybody. I would love to thank everybody that participated in this dinner.
I appreciate all my friends coming out.
I'd like to thank my parents for coming in from Florida.
Support the special cause. I know it's very dear to our hearts.
I love you guys all.
Thank you for coming and supporting Chabad.
In closing, I'd like to thank all for your being here this evening, but not only for your being here tonight, but for your ongoing support of the Chabad Center. I want to bless you with all material and spiritual blessings, and together we should grow and grow until we reach the ultimate celebration with the coming of the righteous Mashiach.